this tutorial is to teach you how to do a poof and to tease your ponytail. So first you're going to need a comb or a teasing brush, whichever you prefer, and lots of bobby pins and some hairspray or this kind of hairspray. It doesn't matter what kind of hairspray you have. So let's get started. So first you're going to want to pull back a chunk of hair for your poof, about just like this size, like just across your forehead, and then you'll want it to be like 2.5 inches back. Wide. Like wide, back to your head like this far back. And so then you're going to pull this in front of you and just pull back the rest of your hair so it doesn't get in the way. Just like this. So then you're going to take this section of hair and start from the very back and section off about 1 centimeter of hair.
Like really thin?
Really thin hair, like not too much, not too little either, because you want it to be enough to be able to tease it. And then take your hairspray and spray the front and the back of it. Then you're going to take your teasing comb or just a brush or whatever you have and start teasing from top to bottom.
And repeat.
All the way to the scalp of your head. And sometimes if you need to, you can spray the top of the section like a little bit more to get more of a firmer tease. And make sure you're teasing like the back of your hair.
It's going to be like a big knot.
Yeah. Just like this. So, and keep doing that and keep making different little sections until you reach the front of your hair.
Keep the layers thin so then you have more stuff to tease.
Just like this.
Would all my Cali fans stand up and let them know? This is repetition. You know where it's at. Our target's locked. Let's make it hot. Throw it, let's go. Lock and low. Party automatic. Machine gun. Shooting down at your round to the break of down. Sit up. Party automatic. Machine gun. Shoot it down, down, down.
When you get to the top layer, you want to tease it thinly, just so not a lot of tease, you can see it from the front.
And make sure it's flat across too. You don't want like an uneven tease. Just like this. It looks a little crazy, but that's okay. It's going to look like this. And then you can either start brushing it out just a little bit, or you can spray it first. I like to spray it, that way like, it can hold instead of like brushing out all of the tease at first. And then you're going to brush back just the top layer. And make sure you can't see any of the tease. That way it'll look smooth and in place. Then, once you have it somewhat in your place that you want it, take some bobby pins and just start pinning it in the spot that you would like it in.
I usually start on one side and then adjust it to the middle.
Yeah, you start on one side. I mean, really whatever works for you, but start on one side and make sure it's smooth all the way around, and then once you get to the other side, you're good.
Once you have it pinned and secure, if you have any like flyaway hairs or hair that should be in there, just hold it up and spray it, and if you can bobby pin it in, if it doesn't fit, just make sure you spray it really good.
And when you get finished and you're happy with your poof, make sure you take some hairspray and just spray all of the bobby pins so that when the bobby pins get sticky and dry, it'll just act like glue and make sure the whole poof is very secure. And it'll help it stay in and not move. Just like that. Alright. Okay, when you're done doing your poof, make sure you take your ponytail out in the back. And you can do this with curly hair or straight hair. Right now we're just doing it straight because it's easier. But for competition, if you have like curly hair, then just make sure when you curl it, make sure you do loose curls. And then once you get it up and like tease it, then you can go back and fix some of the curls. So to do your ponytail, just make sure you bring it straight up all the way on top of your bobby pins. That way it's super high up on your head and you know that it's not going to fall.
To get your ponytail to stay really well, there's hairbands that are like rubber, and those like stay in your hair a lot, and if you don't have those, you can use like multiple.
Typically for competition, I use 2 or 3, just because my hair is so thick. I have a ton of hair. But this is how your hair should look as of now. Just right up on top of your poof.
It should be like really
close
close
as you can. And then you make sure you put your bow in before you start teasing, because otherwise it's not gonna, you won't be able to get your bow over it. For your bow, you may have to, depending on how big it is and if you don't want it moving or whatever, you may have to pin the tails down. So I typically do. Just make sure when you're pinning it, make sure you're not going to mess up your poof. It's going to go like right on top, just like here, and on the other side.
Keep it
like
close
this.
to the pony.
Right. Just like this. You can see that.
Yeah, you can.
Alright, and I typically do 2 on each side. You can do 1 or however many you want. And all you're doing is teasing it. So you'll take a small, teeny tiny chunk and spray it, and then take your teasing comb and just start teasing it as much as you can. And you are going to try to tease as far down as possible, as far down onto your ponytail holder as you can, just so everything gets teased, and that can be really super big.
You want it to go up, not out.
Right. And so you'll just flip it over like this, and then grab another teeny tiny section, just as big as probably the other ones, maybe even smaller, towards the top. And then once you get down to the bottom, you can start making it a little bigger.
Orange rays can be found in the ATL. I know you're still crushing.
Green in the summertime, orange in the spring. Now it's upstate for life, man. We are the orange rays from our heads to our toes. We gonna take it all the way to the clothes. Niggas so good, you don't believe, and I gotta let them know this is our dynasty. Stingray All-Stars, killing the kind. Watch it get crushed one more time. Just me. change on top of the world, cause that's just how we do. Used to say the sky's the limit, but now sky's our point of view.
Ain't nobody clean up, ain't nobody rough before in me, I feel your beat. Shut it down, you're the biggest thing in this world. Feel your beat in this club. Ain't nobody out there tell you good. Ladies, rock that thing like you. Ain't nobody serving like you right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, reintroducing the world team. CEA, you know my name. It's the ladies of Teal, and they're coming your way. Mercy, no, we'll stay strong in the face of adversity. Looking for love? Look for the ace that conquers all. It's all my chest. We made it two words. Team's a new agenda. Here's a message that we're sending. We fought for our dreams with no regrets. Cheer extreme. We will always fight for this love.
Oh, that's cray.
Okay, now it's gonna look a little crazy like it already is. What I like to do to make it help it stand up, I like to put bobby pins inside, like underneath the hair tie, so it stands up a little bit better. So you just put them under like this, and you take the bobby pin and you stick it inside the ponytail holder. So just like this. Not sure if you can see it. If you can see the bobby pins. Put like 4 or 5 maybe. Just enough to get it stand up a little more. Alright, and once you're done with that, go ahead and take some hairspray and spray it on there just to make it want to stand up. Okay, it's gonna look crazy again. I'm gonna flip it around to look more crazy. Wow. Alright. And so you can like move it around just a little bit to like you know, to shape it a little bit. And then I would spray it. I spray the top of mine, and then I start shaking it. And make sure on the top few pieces,
You want smooth.
you want it smooth and looking like a Barbie doll. And if you need to spray it more to shape it, and like get down by the root to make sure it's not still teeth down there. I spray mine a lot just so it doesn't fall down. And I promise you guys that hairspray will not hurt these bows. These bows are made for a hurricane to go through.
Alright, give me some of that all-star LEG.
And you can brush down the sides of them if you want.
You can kiss that trophy. Let's go.
Like I said, I use a ton of hairspray just to give me peace of mind that it's going to stay up when I'm competing. But,
You don't want your hair to move too much.
alright, and I do take my wispies and straighten them into my ponytail so they're not flying in my face. You don't have to. If you have cute wispies that you feel that can stay down, just let them stay down. Straighten them or curl them if you want.
Side
And
view.
that is it. And this is what the side looks like. And the back. Alright. Good. Alright, so this is your competition hair for All-Star Legacy. Alright. Thanks for watching.